Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm at the RAF Museum in England. It's quite cool because you can go up to the planes and you think the planes are quite small, but they're actually really big. That's me right next to the wheel of a plane. There's 3 different hangars. And all of them have different planes inside. So this is the first hangar we went into. These are all like plane models of what some planes looked like, and this was a real fighter jet. And some of them they are like remade them, but some of them are like the original. That's an engine of this plane. This plane was the XR220, and it was experimental. It never really went into service. It was just experimental. This plane was, it was kind of ugly. This piece of metal is a wing section of an aircraft that was shot down. There's a propeller plane. You can read this in your own time if you want to. These planes were also quite small and mostly like made out of metal. There was quite a lot of metal on all of them, and also the cockpit was teeny weeny. Those are the guns that were fitted on that specific aircraft. This aircraft was massive, and it also had like an opening so you could see inside the airplane. Here is a V1 bomb. Fun fact about a V1 bomb is that I think it was the first bomb to go like supersonic or something. To prevent them from crashing into London, Spitfires intercepted them, and then the Spitfires got their wing underneath the V1's wing and then tilted the wing, and then the V1 just spun. Here is the underside of a aircraft. This is where they would like fit the bombs. Yeah, this aircraft I think was like the biggest in this hangar. Yeah, and like our normal commercial aircrafts are probably like double the size of this, but we don't know because like we never get that close to them. So that's why this one seemed massive. Here is another bomb. I think that plane right there was the first ever supersonic jet aircraft. Now we're in Hangar 2. There are a lot of big planes in Hangar 2. In Hangar 1 there were like propeller planes, but in here there's loads more planes. And I also forgot to mention that this hangar, Hangar 2, is about the Cold War. I think this is a MiG-15. I'm not sure, but it's definitely a MiG because you can see on the front. There was the SR-71, the fastest aircraft in the world. Yeah, here are all the bombs. They're quite massive too. Here are some other aircrafts. This aircraft was kind of cool because it was like mounted up, like, I think you know what I mean. We had some propeller planes, but these propeller planes were massive. And also there was a viewing gallery like upstairs, like you could go in the lift and see the planes from above, so this is what we're doing. This is from above, and that plane was especially massive. Not that one, the one below. It was massive. There were also tanks in there. I don't know much about tanks, but it was quite cool seeing the tanks and the insides. It looks quite cramped in there too. I think these are some more bombs, but this might be a rocket. I'm not sure. This plane, like the big plane that looks like an A380, it kind of looks like the Beluga XL, if you know what I'm talking about. It looks a bit like that. There's also like submarines, and there was another tank. This is like a room, and you can read these on the walls about like the Cold War. The Berlin Wall. There's some more aircrafts, and there is a green fire engine, and it was still in operation till 2006. I thought in the 2000s they would have red fire engines, but they still had green fire engines. I never knew that, and yeah, it's quite cool seeing a green one, not a red one, because I usually see red ones. Here was a helicopter, which was quite cool. This helicopter was massive, and it could do mid-air to air refueling. And that's me next to it. Then you had this Royal Air Force plane, but I think it had like 50 windows. It was like crazy. Here is Hangar 3. We're in Hangar 3 now. Here are some like propeller planes, and if you see that and you look at the cockpit, it says Comet. And if you know quite a lot about aviation, you know that the Comet is the first ever jet powered or whatever commercial airliner, and it was in the British Airways retro livery, BOAC, like that. And yeah, it was really cool seeing that BOAC Comet. And also, I think the Comets weren't that good because they just kept crumpling in midair, which is not good for an aircraft. Here's another helicopter. And surprisingly, the helicopters are actually kind of small. I would have thought that the helicopters were massive, but the helicopters are fairly small. And also, the helicopters had landing gears. I never knew that, I knew helicopters had landing gears, but I didn't know, those had landing gears. Okay, I'll see you in the next video. I hope you like this video. I'll see you in the next video. Please subscribe, please like, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!